So Sarah is working away on a chandelier that we have had in our property for quite some time now.
Also making good choices in a canna-cule. This is the sort of thing you want to do when it's 40 degrees outside.
But this, so we bought this chandelier for the kitchen years ago, I think now, and because of a bit of a technical issue in the kitchen, we haven't been able to put it up. However, our electrician is here with us today, and he thinks he can get it up and working. So Sarah is working away on polishing it so that it looks good when it's up on the wall, up on the ceiling, and hopefully we can get the chandelier working.
Oh gosh, I hope so. It's going to suck if I do this and then we can't put it up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no, you know, he won't know until he does it, really. Like, he's going to have a quick look at the wiring, which, I don't know. Does it work? Does it not? Who knows?
Yeah.
But I want to have most of the work done. I don't want him waiting around for me to be polishing, right?
Yeah.
He's doing other work right now, so I might as well polish and hope it works out.
Yeah.
On multiple levels.
But one of the bigger problems that we were having is the weight of this couldn't be hung in the same way that the light in the kitchen currently is. So we have to modify
Basically
that.
A twist tie holding up the current very, very low weight.
Well, they were literally using the wires as an anchor point, which is not a good thing at all.
Not safe.
So when I went up there and took a look, I was like, nope, we can't put this up at the
But it
moment.
also involved cutting a hole in the ceiling to see where the joists were, to see where it would actually hang up, and
All
it's
that
just
stuff.
always been. It's one of those things that we're worried could cascade, you know, when we make a project and then the Château makes the project much bigger. So, I guess we're taking that chance today, 3 days before guests arrive.
Well, you know, I mean, he's helped us out with some electrical in one of the rooms, and that's been an amazing difference. And
big
so,
difference. Yeah.
you know, it'll be a net positive regardless.
I hope so.
Sarah's done a great job of polishing this up. It's starting to look nice and shiny. We are now just figuring out how to get it up there. You can see very clearly that the hole, or you know, the area that we had the old lamp in, it's not secure enough to hold the weight of the chandelier. So that is something that we need to fix. Monsieur Autier has gone to go and get the right supplies to make sure that it will be stable.
So Monsieur Autier's come up with a clever solution. There's a pretty strong T-bar that he's put up through the gap, which we now know is the brick ceiling.
Right.
So that's what the weight's going to rest on.
So it's a brick ceiling with a T-bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he's just got to hook it into the washers that are suspended up there.
All right, so the light is freestanding now. It is hanging onto the ceiling. Looks like a good solution.
It's pretty.
It does look pretty.
Definitely the wrong height.
It's
a little problem for another day.
Yeah, there's very tall ceilings in this house, so chandeliers need to come down a bit, but we'll see. Et voilà, c'est spectacle.
Oh no. So Steve's doing his best Statue of Liberty right now because unfortunately the new old light basically kept blowing the fuse. We tried 3 times. He tried fixing a few things, but basically we're going to need to rewire that light. Good work, man. Keep going.
It's almost sad to see it, but yes, that light is back. At least it's been cleaned. You know, we gave it a shot. At least now there is an anchor up in the ceiling up here. So if we do get a light that might work better, then hopefully we'll be able to attach it. We thank Autier for all his help. I mean, he gave it a good shot, and you know, that's, at the end of the day, at least we still have light in the kitchen.
This beautiful backdrop behind me, we are just above the plus beau village of Saint-Léon-sur-Vézère. So it's the Vézère river below us, and we will be exploring a new plus beau village, which I haven't been to before, which is fantastic. And I think I've mentioned the plus beau village before, but basically they are officially the prettiest villages in France. There's 176 of them, and we have quite a few of them close to us. So I'm excited to go see a new one today. Because it's an absolutely adorable house in the middle of town, and they've got a really cute front door, and so they must get tired of people, you know, photographing their house, but you know, that's what it is to live in a plus beau village. Now I'm down by the Vézère River, and we've found the cutest little coffee shop behind us. Look at how cute this is, right by the river. Oh, this town is so pretty. It's so good. You gotta love the signs that are like, danger, you're going to die falling off a precipice. I love the fact that they've made it slightly more dangerous by just basically adding lumps of dirt and rocks and bricks. But don't go here. That part's bad, yeah. Well, we came up to see the troglodyte community, but it looks like it's behind a ticket booth. It was just kind of put out as maybe a spot to go see, but it might be kind of cool. But we have other plans today, so we'll stick to the schedule. We are at the entrance of Font-de-Gaume. So we're going to go into the cave system behind us, and it's the only prehistoric polychrome drawings left in the world that's open to the public. So we're pretty excited about that. We can't take any photos inside, so you're just going to have to come on one of these tours to go see it with us. But I'll let you know what I think on the way out, because this is the first time I've been here. I absolutely love that. I mean, that just ticked all my boxes. There's art, there's history, you're this close and it's the real thing, and they've got perspective, and they're bigger than I thought. Yeah, there were so many things about that were just so good. I can't even decide between that and Villars and Lascaux. I can't even decide. That was amazing. I enjoyed it very much.
At the Musée National de Prehistoric, and this magnificent reconstruction is a Megasaurus from, because I know this, from about 2 million years ago. So it looks like an amazing museum, lots to see and do, and we're going to try and see as much as we can. Someone's left their child and just abandoned them in the middle of the museum. My name's Angela. I am the owner of a very small boutique travel company called Women Go Travel. I'm based in Canada, even though I'm not from Canada originally. And I specialise in a small group, women-only, hosted trips worldwide. And we're currently staying at Saint-Germain-des-Prés for a week-long cultural adventure in the Périgord, northern Périgord, Dordogne. I can't say that right, Dordogne, apparently that's how you meant to say it better, with Sarah and Stephen. And we are having an amazing time. Currently in Les Aziz, just visited the museum there, and before that we were at the cave, the Font-de-Gaume, looking at some 14,000-year-old cave art. Amazing.
There's good news on the ivy front. Looks like all the effort I made to cut down the ivy from here seems to have worked. A lot of it has died off now and dried up, so it should be much easier to pull off now. As you guys may have seen, we've been suffering through a tremendous heat wave here, so it was good to get that done before that happened, because obviously the intense sun did its work to help get rid of that. But fortunately, the weather has changed. We had a tremendous storm the other night, which was sort of the end of the hot weather. That being said, they're still saying there's more coming, so it's going to be an interesting summer. But I'm going to leave you guys with some video from that night, from that lightning storm. Boy, it was something else to see. So anyway, that's it for this week. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and double check to make sure that subscribe button is clicked if you're interested in subscribing. We also have our Patreon, and if you guys are interested in any of the retreats that we're doing, I mean, by all means, take a look at our website at manormaker.com. Otherwise, we'll talk to you next week.